What if boredom was actually a secret superpower that your teachers, your parents, and your phone are all accidentally stealing from you? Science just confirmed something that sounds completely backward. Bored students consistently outperform entertained ones on memory, creativity, and deep thinking tests. Your brain was never designed to be constantly stimulated, and when you force it to sit with boredom, something extraordinary and unexpected happens inside it. Neuroscientists discovered that during boredom, the brain activates something called the default mode network, a powerful mental system that most people never intentionally unlock. The default mode network is where your brain makes unexpected connections, solves problems it couldn't crack before, and generates its most creative and original ideas. Every time you grab your phone to escape a boring moment, you are literally shutting down one of the most powerful learning systems in your entire brain. A landmark University of Central Lancashire study found that people who experienced boredom before a task performed dramatically better on creative problem-solving challenges than those who were entertained first. This means the discomfort you feel when nothing is happening is not wasted time. It is your brain warming up its most sophisticated cognitive engines. Entertained brains are passive brains. They receive, they react, and they consume, but they never truly build the deep mental frameworks that produce real academic performance. Bored brains are forced to generate their own stimulation, and that internal generation process is exactly what strengthens memory, comprehension, and original thinking simultaneously. Think about every major scientific breakthrough, every brilliant invention, and every creative masterpiece in history. Almost none of them came from a constantly entertained mind. Isaac Newton didn't discover gravity scrolling through a feed. He was sitting in quiet, understimulated boredom when his brain made one of the greatest connections in human history. Modern students are the most entertained generation ever to exist, and research shows they are also experiencing some of the steepest declines in attention span and deep thinking ability. The average American teen now switches their attention every 19 seconds, and each switch quietly erodes the brain's ability to hold complex thoughts long enough to understand them. Deep learning requires sustained attention, and sustained attention is a muscle that only gets stronger when you regularly exercise it through deliberate, chosen periods of boredom. The students who allow themselves to be bored, who sit with discomfort instead of escaping it, are unknowingly training the exact mental muscles that produce top academic performance. Boredom also triggers something researchers call incubation, a background processing mode where your brain quietly works on unsolved problems without you even consciously trying. This is why your best ideas come in the shower, on a walk, or staring out a window. Your brain was incubating the whole time, and boredom gave it the space to finish. You can deliberately use this by studying hard, then doing absolutely nothing for 10 minutes. No phone, no music, just stillness, and letting your brain consolidate and connect what it just learned. Research from the University of Edinburgh shows that rest periods after learning, with zero stimulation, improve memory retention by up to 40% compared to immediately jumping to the next distraction. This technique is called wakeful rest, and it is one of the most underused and most powerful free learning tools available to every single student alive today. The students who are quietly winning academically aren't the ones with the best apps, the best playlists, or the most organized, color-coded notes. They are the ones who have learned to sit with silence, tolerate discomfort, and trust that their bored, wandering, seemingly unproductive brain is actually doing its deepest and most important work. Starting today, try one thing. After every study session, put your phone across the room, close your eyes, and do absolutely nothing for just 10 minutes. No input, no entertainment, no stimulation. Just your brain floating freely in the exact state where retention, creativity, and deep understanding quietly and powerfully take root. Boredom is not the enemy of learning. It is the secret ingredient that the most stimulated, distracted, entertained generation in history has been desperately and unknowingly missing. Your phone will always be there, but the version of your brain that thinks deeply, learns powerfully, and performs brilliantly only shows up when you give it the one thing it truly needs. That one thing isn't another video, another playlist, or another notification. It is silence, stillness, and the beautiful, productive, brain-building power of doing absolutely nothing. Sharp Minds exists to give you the real science behind real academic performance, the kind of knowledge that changes not just how you study, but how your entire brain works. Subscribe to Sharp Minds right now because the next video we're dropping will reveal another counterintuitive brain science secret that will completely flip everything you thought you knew about learning.